Good morning, good morning. Welcome back to the channel. Thank you guys for being here. Welcome new subscribers, and thank you for your beautiful comments and sharing your story. And I really respect that sometimes sharing your story in a public arena can be challenging in itself. So I embrace your courage. Okay, very quick one. This card popped out today, and it's speaking to a real gathering of light, and I don't know if you can see it, but it's like, if you think of this as the physical, and this is the etheric, and there's a real kind of, so this is soul union, coming home to soul family, coming home to soul origin, path, makeup, declarations, contracts. I want to use that word loosely. And the energy feels dynamic but gentle. Okay, so this is the Pisces Aries energy that we're in at the moment. Aries is coming in quite strongly to pull us out from under our blanket. And there's a real tension in the air because Pisces is deep in her water and she's tuning into her intuition. The intuition card keeps coming out. And collectively, we're learning how to rebirth love by meeting these lost aspects of soul, by coming back to soul family and embracing our welcome. Feeling welcomed, feeling wanted, feeling valued. Okay. So some solar plexus work in here. So safe and surrounded by love. And dolphin is the energy of playfulness and sexual expression. Keep your heart open. And this is the group shift, is to open the heart so that the heart can express its uniqueness in the collective, the age of Aquarius. And there's tons of stuff coming. I've done a big channeling this morning. I don't want to bring that in here. I just want this light and crisp. So can you feel, let me phrase this as a question. Is there any part of you that doesn't feel safe and surrounded by love? Is there any part of you that believes they are alone in this, whatever this is on your path right now? So that's your piece, that's your module. Okay, keep your heart open, know you are being protected. But every time I open my heart, Christy, I get hurt. That's the idea. That's called feeling. Okay, and in time, when you practice and become master of your heart, the Grail Cup, you'll meet those energies in a different way, and you'll harness them, you'll transmute them, and you'll recycle them into pure energy, which is all we are. Okay, and so that shift is moving out of the I'm taking this personally and it's hurting into, oh, that's interesting. Okay, takes time. Listen to what you know to be true. I'm seeing a lot of this come through, where I'll say to a client, did you know in that moment what to say? Yes. Did you say it? No. Okay, so this is the shift into alignment. Sword. Allow yourself to see and understand what is going on around you. Allow yourself to see and listen. Okay. Get into your deep water. Now, there were 10,000 messages that have come through my work this week, that came through this morning. And they are about this adjacent fire and water, which makes steam. Okay, steam creates combustion. how we harness that energy will determine who we are in the world. Okay, so it can be short and explosive, or it can be. So as a real-time example, I had to go out this week. I had an appointment and I was just getting ready to leave the house, and I had to stop for a minute and say, Christy, what's up? And my whole body was shaking, and I tuned into the energy, and it was fear of change. I don't want to come out of my cave. I don't want to go out, but I do. I'm craving the adventure that seems to have been off the radar for the last 3 years as I've done my deepest work. And I'm not the only one. I know there are hundreds of other people who have done the deep work and felt that grief and loss and stuckness and toffee and I can't move. That's soul forge work, and it will hold you in place if it's your time to do the work. And so what I've seen coming through is fear of change. I have a fear of change. Great. Great. Name it. And so as we move towards Aries season, we're going to be pulled out of this beautiful Piscean, deep, soft, gentle, muted water into the fire of Aries. I'm getting new contract here with fire. I'm getting new contract with fire. And how can we express our fire in the world in a way that is passionate and luscious? Passionate and luscious, rather than competitive and insecure and grabby and greedy and masculine. The fist that controls. How can we mix that water and fire together? And I don't know the questions that are coming. This is so new, I can't yet map to it. But at the moment, the fire and the water are creating this fear of change. Brilliant, thank you. I'm going to keep it nice and simple. And where are we going? Nice. Nice and simple. Okay, let's wrap this up, please. Somebody sent me a Schumann update because I've forgotten to look. And the Schumann resonance went off the charts again, in that it was beyond measure. And that all happened on that cluster of the 7th and the 8th, the Virgo full moon, and Saturn moving into Pisces, and Schumann off the charts. So if you're sleeping at the moment, I'm truly jealous of you. Okay, so I said, I think on the last video, I can only know you as deeply as I know myself. And unless I'm prepared to stare down into the deepest cup of my own emotions, I cannot see what's at the bottom. I cannot get to the foundation of my emotional belief system. However, when I'm ready to embrace my feminine, and I place no shame on myself for the time it's taking me. Okay, so this is the new gentle language. There's no should here. There's no right. There's no duality. It's polarity, and time is the only variable. Water will do its job, and time is the only variable. 29 is the clearing out of the emotional ego, the part that judges. I've done an awful lot of shadow work, dream work in the last couple of weeks with clients, and really kind of pulling out the darkest point of some super weird dream. Everybody's having weird dreams at the moment. It's like our subconscious is bringing up from the depths You know, this is the reservoir purge, and buried in the depths is what we might readily call our demons, the parts of us that have fallen so far into shadow. They're going to come up, maybe rageful, maybe a bit slimy, maybe creepy, but it's all aspects of us. We just, at nighttime, if we don't do it during the day, if we don't stare into that watery mirror during the day, it's going to come out at night. And that nightmare may have started 6 months ago as a dream that was odd, but it escalates. If you follow the pattern, it escalates. And you know, when we work with these deep, slimy, creepy shadows, they always mutate into love. Always. In 15 years of doing shadow work with folk, it's just love. It just needs unbinding. It got trapped and put in the cellar and left in the cellar for lifetimes. Okay, this is the beneath. The beneath is coming up. And the emotional ego gets in the way. Oh, I don't know why I'm saying that. Oh, that's not very nice. It's all that egoic compliance, conventional nonsense. It's just a waste of time. Learning to freestyle. I keep saying this. I see this, I see this, I feel this, and the color is orange. So, stop. Don't try and make sense of it. That's it. That's the building blocks. And then you go and play like a child, stacking the blocks in different ways until the body goes, that's it, stop there. Seeing the true you. Yeah, and this is, and the challenge in here, that 29 wants you to dissolve the ego, back into the sensitivity, to move into the intuition. 29:11 is the intuitive, very sensitive. Feel your way rather than think your way is the message with this, by looking in the mirror. That's Britain, that's it. That's it. So, yeah, feel. It's a real retraining of letting go of that intellectual, emotional, I'll say what you want to hear. I won't hurt that, so I'll hurt this. That's all coming away. It's just coming away. It's beautiful. Right. I love you guys. Short and sweet. Have a fabulous weekend if I don't see you again. Do your thing down below. Contact details if you need me down below. Lots of love.